I don't like to make any claims without first showing you some proof. Take a look at my Phantom wallet. That's right, you're looking at 6 figures, and I've done this using the one simple method that I'm going to show you today. So, if you want to stop making meager profits on the trade and want to seriously make some big time cash, stick around and I'm going to show you exactly how it's done. This video is for educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. Your capital is still at risk. I'm just here to explain how the process works. Okay, I'm glad that you've stuck around because that means you are definitely going to be making some money if you follow this method. But before I get into showing you exactly how this works, I want to talk about a few things. Now, in terms of how the coins perform, there's something that I want to show you. Look at these massive boosts at the start. Okay, check this out. This coin right at the start gets this huge kick up right here. Now, this could very well be because this coin in question has been created using similar methods to what we're going to show you today. A well-performing coin is great for a trader, but it's even better for a developer. Let's take a look at this one here. Again, we see these massive kick-ups right at the start, and we are going to have something similar happen to our coin when we create it. Again, look at these big kick-ups here, and as long as you're doing better than when you started, being the developer, that's where you make the money. You don't have to rely on getting right at the tippy top. So let's have a look at this coin here. So I don't think this one has used quite the same methods as we have. We still get this big kick up, but look at this crash later on where everyone starts selling and selling and selling. And as a trader, if you're not at the start of that sell, it's no good. So let's talk about Create Coin. Okay, so this is the website we are going to use. Now, as it says here, there is no coding required. All you've got to do is press a few buttons. You don't have to sit there typing code away. You don't have to, learn any language or anything like that. Look at this, no coding required. It is dead easy. I can do it. You can do it. Okay, you just fill in a few details if you want to make your own coin, but I'll show you what we're doing exactly later because it's not quite as it seems. So I just want to move back from Create Coin to go to Axiom because we're looking here at the pump market, okay? That's where most of the created coins end up. So the deal with pump is, sure, it's popular, but look at these caps. They're not great. Barely scratching 10K, and these guys have probably been on the market for ages, just desperately trying to get their money up. But, for the most part, except for a few outliers, you're not really going to get those massive market caps. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch to the Meteora market through Dynamic BC here, and then look at this. The numbers overall on average are way higher. We've got 50K, 30K, 85K here. So when the coins do make it, they've got a greater chance of bursting past 10K into 100K. I've seen them in the millions. Now, here's what we need to do. On createcoin.com, we need to connect our wallet. So we connect our Phantom wallet here. There we go. So just a click of a button like that. So there's our Phantom wallet there. So let's have a look. So I've got about just over $100 in here. This is the recommended amount of money I would suggest you have in your wallet. Okay, so here we could make our token name. You could just call it coin. It doesn't really matter because we're not going to do this because when you make your own coin, you've got to decide the narrative. You've got to do the marketing. You've got to do all these things that require a lot of effort and time. And frankly, we have neither of those. We want our money quickly. So let's have a look at the copy trending tab here. Now, this is one of the secret tools that we're going to use. This will show us a series of coins that are already hot on the market right now. So the hard work has already been done for us. We don't have to worry about the marketing, about trending, about using social media and figuring out whether we need to side with Trump or Elon or whatever. It doesn't really matter. We can pick one of these coins that already has a load of steam, already has motion in its wheels. And it doesn't really matter which one you pick. I mean, we could pick, I like the look of Bellybot. That's a bit of a meme, isn't it? So we could really pick any of them. Doesn't really matter, whichever one you find the funniest. Click copy coin. And then a few tabs are going to pop up. Okay, so we'll click copy coin, that's copying. We're going to confirm that transaction, but first we need to click away these proceed anyway warnings. Now, these are a normal part of the process. It's just a transaction that Phantom is not used to. So it, gives you these warnings here, but this is all part of the process. So make sure you click those away, click you understand, etc. First thing we need to do, create our liquidity pool. This is where we're putting our money down. Okay, so we got to put some money down to make some money later. Now, in terms of the amount of SOL, that's the only metric you need to change here. I would suggest going at around about 0.2. That's normally where I run these, and I make decent money on 0.2 SOL. Okay, so then we create our pool. Once we've done that, that will put our coin on the market there. But of course, we must confirm the transaction, so make sure to do that. And then, there we go. Right, our coin is now on the market. So we're currently estimated at a value of 12.72. Okay, that's the value of our coin in total. Okay, we've got 0.2 SOL there. But the first thing we're going to do before we even look at Deck Screener, we're going to boost our token This is the secret weapon. This is what's going to get us ahead. So on Deck Screener, this boost will put us to the top of their trending list, and that means all the bots are going to see it. That means all the people who follow the trends are going to see it. So again, we need to confirm this transaction. That's 0.25 Sol, but I promise you're going to make that money back. Okay, so remember this number, 12.72. That's our estimated value. Now, let's have a quick look on Deck Screener and see what our coin's doing. So here we are on Deck Screener. Already, as you can see, we've already got a bunch of buys. I've literally just logged into this thing. We are at 20 traders, 42. And I imagine as we go, this refresh rate, I'm going to struggle to keep up here. So transactions already in the 200s. This is looking brilliant. So, and again, look at our market cap. We've been here less than a minute and already our market cap is in the Ks. I mean, it went up to 5K very briefly there. Of course, the market fluctuates. That's what happens. But on average, we are going to be up. So let's have a look at our volume. We're currently at 21.9K. This is great. Liquidity, 3.9K. Again, traders, we are heading towards 300 people who have traded on this coin. Our buyers are currently higher than our sellers, which is great. And a lot of this is thanks to the boosting effect on Deck Screener. That's what's given us these great numbers. So you can run this for however long you please, really. You can try and find a high point, but once you're done, you're going to need to click this minus button. But let's have a look at our estimated value. We're at 1.2K. Remember, guys, we started at $12. We're now at 1.2K on our estimated value. That is an incredible jump. And as I said, guys, I've not been running this very long. Let's hit that minus button. Let's hit 100%. Let's get rid of that liquidity. Let's pull the rug. So this is where all that money is going to come back to us. So let's confirm that transaction because yes, please, I'd like to be paid. Now, for those who like, comment, and subscribe, you have a chance of winning half the earnings I make today. So let's have a look. 101, $1,208, guys. We have 10K'd, okay? Or sorry, 10X'd. We've 10X'd today. I mean, I'm flabbergasted. That's an amazing amount of money to make in such a short period of time. You've got to try this out yourself, guys.